Good evening, I'm Laurencia Smith, and welcome to the Weekend Edition. Residents in the southeast Bahamas are keeping a close eye on Hurricane Erin tonight. The Department of Meteorology has issued a tropical storm watch for Inagua, Maguana, Acklands, Crooked Island, Samana Key, and Long Key. A tropical storm warning is also in effect for the Turks and Caicos Islands. Forecasters say Erin remains a powerful Category 3 storm with a maximum sustained winds near 125 miles per hour and even higher gusts. The storm has slowed its forward speed with a gradual turn to the north expected on Monday and Tuesday. During a press briefing at the Disaster Risk Management Authority on Sunday, the Deputy Director of the Department of Meteorology, Jeffrey Green, urged residents in the area to remain alert and to closely monitor official updates.
Conditions include feeder bands from Erin with showers and thunderstorms, inclusive of strong gusty winds up to tropical storm force up to 35 to 40 miles an hour, heavy rainfall, and tropical or tornadic activity with hail. Rainfall in amounts of 3 to 6 inches with isolated amounts of 8 inches is expected from the outer bands of Erin, and they will affect the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southeast Bahamas. Swells generated by Erin will begin to affect the Turks and Caicos Islands this afternoon through the night. The swells will spread into the central and northwest Bahamas on Monday and Tuesday. Mariners should remain in port until the end of the week, as the seas should become extremely rough and dangerous during this time. Residents in the central Bahamas should closely monitor alerts issued by the Bahamas Department of Meteorology and be ready to make preparations for possible tropical storm conditions in the next few days.
Minister with responsibility for the authority, Leon Lundy, says the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition have been fully briefed on the latest development with Hurricane Erin. Meanwhile, Managing Director of the authority, Aaron Sargent, confirmed that officials have been in contact with the various stakeholders on the islands expected to be impacted and that the National Safety Plan has already been activated. Sargent also revealed that 6 residents have evacuated from Samana Key as precautionary. Authorities stressed that all residents in the watch and warning areas should continue to follow official updates.
The DRM team stands ready to respond and has partially activated the National Disaster Emergency Operations Center, NDEOC, as of 12 noon today. In addition, at 12 noon, we fully activated the Southern Islands, their incident command centers. Administrators have all been briefed and stand ready alongside our partners at the Royal Bahamas Defense Force to activate shelters in these districts if the need arises. The Acklands Community Center in Spring Point, Crooked Island, the Church of God of Prophecy, Landrell Point Community Center, Inagua, St. Philip's, Maguana, St. James Native Baptist Church, Abrahams Bay, Maguana Comprehensive School, Pirates Well, and Betsy Bay Community Center in Betsy Bay.
No final timeline yet for the completion of the Disaster Risk Management Authority's hurricane shelter in Abaco. Minister with responsibility for the authority, Leon Lundy, was recently asked about the project's process, but kept his response stating that the shelter should be completed in a few weeks. Ground was first broken on the property back in 2020 under the Minnis administration and was supposed to be completed in 2021, but that deadline was missed. 2 other deadlines in 2024 and July 1st of this year was also missed. Lundy says the work remains ongoing.
Well, as I said, we had that fire and it had a short delay, but definitely we're having a meeting in about 2 weeks that will come up with a definitive date to give you in terms of the opening and the opening ceremony and everything for the shelter. Definitely I want to give a definitive date when I give one. I don't want to speculate or just assume that it would be. I'm hopeful that it will be, but definitely we'll get those details to you.
Lundy was unable to confirm if the shelter would be open before the end of the hurricane season, and in defense to critics, he says the Davis administration prefer quality over anything.
Firstly, we want to get it right. We don't want just to open up a building that's not safe, that's not ready. We want to make sure that, as someone pointed out earlier, that we're dealing with the most vulnerable amongst us, that we have everything for disability. It's there, it's ready, the kitchen, everything is set and good to go. We just don't want to open up and then you have a problem. You want to make sure that everything is 100% ready to go and able to shelter at that shelter.
Still talking news from the Disaster Risk Management Authority. The Davis administration is set to establish an interministerial council on disaster risk management. This according to Aaron Sargent, managing director of the authority, who says that the council will be a subcommittee of the cabinet. He revealed Prime Minister Davis will chair the committee, which he says will have all the decision-making powers during a time of disaster.
We are slated to meet next week, and the goal of that during times of what we call blue sky times, the aim of that authority committee is to review all of the policy instruments of the authority. During times of disasters, it becomes the decision-making entity that I would report to and feed the recommendations from the authority to the Prime Minister and that committee.
Police on Grand Bahama are investigating a deadly traffic accident that left 2 men dead and 2 women injured early Sunday morning. According to police, the crash happened shortly after 2 a.m. in the vicinity of East Atlantic Drive. When officials and emergency crew arrived, they found multiple persons injured. 2 men were pronounced dead on scene. 1 woman was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, while another woman suffered minor injuries. A shark attack in Abaco has left a U.S. resident seriously injured. Police say it happened near Bay Grand Key. Reports are the 63-year-old man was spearfishing shortly after 1 o'clock when he was bitten, suffered severe injuries. He was first taken to a local clinic before being airlifted to the United States for further treatment. Authorities say the matter remains under investigation. Anthony Christie, the Chief Operating Officer of the Bahamas Power and Light Company, is tonight revealing the power provider has undertaken a mass street light repair process, one they say to keep them on top of ensuring safety of residents. Christie was responding to questions raised by the media last week on whether he believes there was rather significant street lights on Abaco's S.E. Boodle Highway. Christie emphasized that the work is ongoing and is ahead, and rather where are damaged lights, BPL will fix.
We've had an extensive street lighting program the last year, so we have gotten funding. We have many street lights for Family Islands, New Providence that have been dispatched, and more than enough to cover the site. So there was exercises to date that would have completed installation in many places. We get calls often that we need a street light replaced here, that there's an outage, and we immediately address that. But street lighting, that is being addressed actively. I just came from a warehouse today where we had enough street lights to cover many areas, and they're going to be dispatched as needed. But if there's a concern or we do have an issue, that street light will be replaced for sure.
If you've got a news tip or if you see news in the making, call the Eye on News hotline at 397-6397. We also invite you to send your letters to the editors for publication on all of our social media platforms at eyewitnessnewsbahamas@gmail.com. And if you're watching on our Facebook or YouTube page, share your thoughts about tonight's stories in the comment section. We want to hear from you. And still to come tonight, a respected voice in the Foxhole community responds to the church critics. And later, lovers of the sea get ready for some fun on the waters with the Bahamas Chinese annual Dragon Boat Race. We've got more, but first, here's a check on tonight's weather forecast.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Carrie's Fabrics and Uniform Store wants to get you ready for back to school. Find ready-made uniforms and uniform fabrics for all schools in the Bahamas. Carrie's also sells skirts, blouses, shirts, jumpers, boys' shorts and pants. You can even have your uniform skirts custom made. Also find school bags, school supplies, socks, and underwear. That's Carrie's Fabric and Uniform Store on Mackey Street. Call 393-0758.
We're here at the Nassau Village Community Center project, where over the past 17 months, we've hired over 20 Bahamian subcontractors to bring this beautiful project to fruition.
I've been living in Nassau Village for more than 19 years, and to see a project like this bring great joy and pride to me.
This state-of-the-art multi-purpose community center will serve as a crime-fighting initiative in the community. Also help with the education of our kids in this community and a hurricane shelter.
Yeah, and it also shows what we as Bahamians can achieve when we work hand in hand with each other.
We have the tactical know-how, and we can pretty much deliver on any project here in the Bahamas or in the world.
Bahamas Stripe and the Bahamian Company, they prove that they believe in Bahamians.
Based on the outcome of this project, I don't think they're disappointed in giving a small person an opportunity to do a job such as this.
The more opportunity they get, the more opportunity we will get.
If you look around and see the work done so far, it just shows what we as Bahamians can do.
You work hard to provide for and protect the ones you love. However, life can present unexpected challenges. Who you call in times of need matters. Insurance Management is a Bahamian-owned company that has been serving our community for over 40 years, offering a wide range of coverage for all of your personal, professional, and commercial needs. When life happens, rest easy knowing that our skilled and experienced agents are there for you in your time of need, so that you can get back to what matters most. Insurance Management. Nobody does it better.
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Welcome back to the Sunday edition. Thanks for staying with us. A respected voice in the Foxhill community speaking up tonight against critics who constantly bash the presence and the response of the church when it comes to violence within the community. Immediate pastor of St. Paul's Baptist Church, Bishop J. Carl Ramming argues that it is because of the church's presence and prayers that the country continues to be blessed.
Everywhere you go here in this little island, every corner there's a church. The word of God has been preached. Churches have their social ministries, what have you. And so the church is never silent. Never. In fact, I believe it's because of the church today that we are where we are, because of the prayer, all right? Because of the fact that we preach Christ. And once you do that, you've done the best, but we've never been silent. Never.
As the Bahamas looks to cut its import bill by 25% by 2023, experts weighing in on the strategies needed to achieve that goal. Reducing reliance on import goods is seen as a critical step towards strengthening the local economy and encouraging homegrown industries. And the Agricultural Development Organization Community Relations Officer Gerard Dowell says they are committed to rekindling the joy of farming and transforming Bahamians into food security.
Well, who feeds you controls you. So unless the Bahamas is in a position where it can feed itself, we are underneath the control of somebody else. And we know with the impending disasters that we don't cause on ourselves, with global wars, climate change, the disasters of these hurricanes, we have to be able to always put ourselves in our position that if borders do close, we have enough food for us to be able to wait it out.
I will highlight the importance of getting younger generations involved in farming, stressing that the future of food security in the Bahamas depends on inspiring youth to take up agriculture.
When I show a youngster, I say, guess what? You could plan out this seedling tray of 208 seedlings, and you could take care of these, and in 2 weeks, you could be able to get $1 for each seedling. For a young child, being able to make $200 in 2 weeks is amazing. And we have to be able to start from young, start to better the systems that we could get more inclusion into agriculture for systems that work, right? So as they're young and they're planting, they're help feeding you and I. But they're doing it at a rate that is affordable both for the public and for themselves.
Lovers of the sea, get ready for an exciting time on the waters with the Bahamas Chinese Dragon Boat Association. The group is gearing up for its 4th annual race, and this year it will be participating 8 new ocean boats. Organizers say the event will feature a wide range of food, entertainment, including performances by the Urban Renewal Marching Band and a well-known Bahamian artist, D-Mac, later this month.
These boats represent a significant investment in the future of dragon boating and our commitment to fostering physical activity, teamwork, and most of all, fun in the sport we all love. We are thrilled to announce the 4th annual Bahamas International Dragon Boat Festival will take place on August 30th and 31st, right here on Goodman's Bay. This festival will bring together paddlers, supporters, and the broader community for 2 days of thrilling races, cultural activities, and opportunities to learn more about the rich heritage of dragon boating. We're expecting about 25 teams to compete this year, including local teams, as well as participants from Trinidad, Jamaica, and also the USA. This diverse lineup highlights the growing appeal of the sport and the spirit of friendly international competition that enriches the festival experience.
As mentioned before, 25 teams will take Goodman's Bay at the rear of Super Club Breezes for 2 days of fun under the sun. As a major sponsor, Breezes will have a team out on the water along with J.S. Johnson. Both company representatives say they are ready to hit the seas and hope to cross the finish line first.
We're really looking forward to welcoming all of the participants to the hotel and to the Bahamas. I want to say a special thank you to Christine and all of her team for putting this on. It's a wonderful event and for introducing the Dragon Boat Festival to the Bahamas.
As a great motivator for our staff to collaborate and come together as a team. We are taking this very seriously. And our team have been training very hard.
Are you talking to me?
They have. I'm just talking to the competition. We want some bragging rights after all this. So they've been training hard. They've been eating the right foods, training hard. They have a physio, nutritionist. They're coming out here 2 or 3 times a week. Hopefully they're going to continue this after this event. We see it as a great way to improve the health of our colleagues.
Coming up in tonight's Sunday feature, a creative force making a new milestone in Bahamian film. We'll tell you all about it coming up in our Sunday feature.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
Hey guys! The IL Cares Foundation invites you to our Back to School giveaway on August 23rd at the University of the Bahamas, Poinciana Drive entrance. Join us for a day of free school supplies, food, and fun as we help prepare students for a successful school year. We are also going to be on the Family Islands on August 23rd from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. All are welcome! So come on down and support the community with IL Cares. At IL Cares, we care.
So you want a space, but not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Welcome back to the weekend edition. Thanks for staying with us. A Bahamian talent is taking center stage in the world of film with a new body of work, Pages of My Heart. The project marking a milestone moment thanks to the creative force behind the scenes. Dion Gibson, the multifaceted co-writer, producer, and filmmaker from a New Vision company, has been instrumental in bringing the project to life, and he tells us all about it in tonight's Sunday feature.
I'm sorry, I made those mistakes.
The Bahamian creative told Eyewitness News the project has had its ups and downs over the last several years, but that didn't stop him from pushing forward.
I think halfway through the movie, we ran out of money, so we had to go, bring in new funding. And then we had other hurdles and things like that. But all in all, man, I love this thing from start to finish.
And despite the challenges, Gibson, one of the 4 writers on the project, says it was a true labor of love. The film draws inspiration from what some would say is the golden era of R&B, taking cues from the late singer Aaliyah's hit 4-Page Letter.
Aside from that, I too was going through a relationship, issues while I was writing this. I was one of the writers on this, so I wrote from the perspective of the guys.
The film, a romantic drama laced with comedy, music, art, and poetry, follows a bubbling actress, Aaliyah, who falls for Aubrey, a poet with a secret that could end their romance. Simultaneously, Aubrey's best friend Omar navigates the dating scene as a wealthy young bachelor. Geneva Macron brings Aaliyah to life on the screen and says that the movie came at a perfect time, and she says it was a blessing.
When I got the script, I was on the couch with my mom, and immediately after reading, I started to tear up. And I told her, I was like, I have to get this role. I am Aaliyah. So at the time, I was going through very similar things in my personal life that the character was going through.
The film will be available on August 22nd on Amazon Prime.
This movie, so we can do another one and another one and another one. This movie was made by Bahamians. I think aside from myself, we have 5 other Bahamians in here, Quay, Erlene Camille, and Kentario McKenzie, Leslie McKenzie. So we have a few people inside here from the Bahamas, and I want you guys to see all of them. I want you to see the video that we got from the Bahamas that really highlights the island. But yeah, this is Bahamian talent in full display for the world to see.
That does it for the weekend edition. From all of us here at Eyewitness News, I'm Laurencia Smith. Thanks for joining us.